Hey, first grade, this is Mrs. Arbini. I am back. You can't see me because I'm having all kinds of trouble with my laptop today. My laptop and I have not been the best buddies that we usually are, but Rashid is here with me, even though you can't see him, and we are here to go over some more snap words with you. Earlier this week, I believe on Monday, I introduced you to 6 new snap words, and Rashid said to me, Mrs. Arbini, I just don't think that's enough. I think they need a few more. And I said, Rashid, no, not a few more. That's just way too many. Too many snap words in one week. I don't know that they can handle it. But he says yes. He says, yes, you can. And what do you know? That happens to be our very first snap word. The very first snap word we're going to make a snap word this week or today is the word yes. Now we know to make it a snap word, first things first, we have to read it. So let's do that together. Yes. Now let's study it. Take a few seconds. What do you notice? And you can pause the video to share with your teacher or to talk to yourself or to someone in your home as you're studying this word. Yeah, it's got 3 letters in it. This Y cuts way down to the bottom line. Do you see that? It ends in an S. It's got a short E. Lots of good information about that word. All right, now our next step is to spell it. And I talked to you on Monday. I like to spell things with different voices. So let's try a mouse voice to spell yes. Are you ready? Here we go. Y, E, S. Oh, you all sounded like super squeaky little mice. Now, here's where I need you to grab your whiteboard and your marker or a piece of paper and a pencil. And I can either let you go ahead and pause the video, or I'll wait a few seconds for you to grab those things. All right, and if you're back, I'm going to go ahead and go over the next step. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a mental picture of it. Do you remember what to do? You hold up your little imaginary camera and you go click, click, take a picture. And then I'm going to cover it up and I want you to write it. You can pause the video whenever you need to. All right, now we're going to check it. It's the word yes. I want you to check that what you wrote on your board matches exactly what you see on the card. Y-E-S. And now we have to use it in a sentence. I'm going to give you one example. If you're in class at Avery, you might want to share some ideas with your teacher. If you are doing this during your independent work time, you might want to come up with some sentences on your own. But my sentence is, yes, I can come out and play. Yes. Excellent. All right, you guys ready for the next one? Whoops. My computer's getting away from me here. Come on, silly thing. All right. Here's our next word, guys. Let's read it together. Us. It's a teeny tiny one, isn't it? Us. So little. All right, now that we've read it, let's study it together. There's not much to study. Yeah, the U makes the sound, and it's another word that ends in S. I wonder what would happen if you put other letters in front of it, like a B. What do you think that would make? Oh, bus. I don't know if we would call this a power word. I don't know how often we would use the word us to make other words, but we definitely could use it to make bus. Good studying. All right, let's spell it together. That shouldn't be hard either. Let's do it like cheerleaders this time. Are you ready? Give me a U. And you say U. Give me an S. S. That spells us. All right, now get out your mental camera, your imaginary camera. Take a picture. Click, click. And I'm going to cover it, and I want you to write it. All right, let's check it. All right, check that you have on your board exactly what I have on my card. U-S, us. Very good. All right, now we need to use it in a sentence. He came between us and sat down. Us. Now you try using it in a sentence. You can pause the video and share with your teacher, or share with someone in your home, or just share with a stuffy that's nearby. All right, here's the next word. It's the word run. Let's read it together. Run. All right, now it's your turn to study it. All right, well, I see that short U, like it was in us, the word we just studied. Un. Okay, so that U's in the middle. There's an R at the beginning and N at the end. Run. I wonder what would happen if I took out that U and put in a different vowel like an A. Ran. Yeah. I can swap out some of these sounds and make new words. Isn't that interesting? That's why my favorite part is to study the word. All right, our third step is to spell it. And this time, let's do it like monsters. It's almost Halloween. Are you ready? R-U-N. Did you sound pretty scary? You sounded pretty scary to me. All right, now get out your mental camera and take a picture. Click, click. And I'm going to cover it. Whoops. I'm going to cover it, and you're going to write it. All right. Now I want you to check. Make sure that you spelled it on your board or your paper exactly how I spelled it on the card. All right, now it's time to use it. I like to run in the park. Do you have a sentence that you can use? All right, let's move on to our next one. This is the word let. Let's read it together. Let. Now let's study it for a moment. Let. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of another snap word that we have, get. We spell get, G-E-T. And this is L-E-T. Get and let. Gosh, they look a lot alike, don't they? That's very interesting. Has that short E in the middle, and it kind of follows a pattern of tall letter, short letter, tall letter. Interesting. All right, let's spell it together, but this time, let's sing it. But you can't just sing it the regular way. You have to sing it in your very best opera voice. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're going to be ready for my awesome opera singing, but let's do it together. Here we go. L-E-T. Very dramatic. Sounded great. All right, now get out your camera, your mental camera, and click, click. Take a picture of the word. Now I want you to write it. Okay, let's check it. L-E-T. Make any changes you need to make. And now we need to use it in a sentence. And since it is getting close to Halloween, I'm going to use a Halloween sentence. Let me have some candy. Let. All right, we have two more left. Oh, one more left. I'm sorry. Here's the next one. But. Now, before you start giggling, this is but that means, but I wanted another sandwich. But I want to go outside. Not the kind you sit on so you can stop giggling right now. This is a totally different word. Let's read it together. But. Good. Let's study it. What do you notice? It's got a short U in the middle. Very good. Yeah, there's a B at the beginning and a T at the end. We've got a couple of T words. Let, but, that we've been learning today. Good. All right, let's spell it. Let's see. This time, let's roar it like a lion. Are you ready? Here we go. P-U-T. I think I sound more like a monster than a lion. That's all right. You'll understand. Rashid is going to have to work with me on my roaring. All right, get out your mental camera and take a picture. Click, click. I'm going to cover it up. I want you to write it. Okay, let's check it. Okay, make any changes you need to make. And now I know I already used a couple of sentences, but I'll make a new one. Oh, I just did it, but I'll make a new one. I like peanut butter, but I also like jelly. Very good, guys. All right, the next thing that you're going to do is you are going to rainbow write These next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snap words. I know that you learned how to rainbow write on Monday. I've included the video on your slide today in case you've forgotten, but go ahead and write each word 3 times just for practice. Practice rainbow writing them and practice starting at the top and going down. I know we haven't done lowercase letters yet, and I know Miss Picky is going to teach us soon, but it's still good practice to make sure you're starting at the top or in the middle for each letter. All right. Have a great day. Avery kids that are back at school, Mrs. Hutchinson, Mrs. Bluette, and Mrs. Miller, we miss you. We hope that you guys are being safe, and we hope to see you very soon.